Thank you as always for being here and tuning into another video on my channel. Okay, today's Sunday sermon is this: Black girls do not get pregnant. You cannot afford to get pregnant. I've got 5 reasons why. My number one reason for you to not get pregnant is because you are being groomed to subsidize and to take the abuse of the men in your community. Here's the thing, Black girl. The elders around you, they know exactly what's going on. They know exactly what the, quote, community looks like from the inside out. They know that many young Black girls and women are sexually assaulted and molested by grown men and grown people around them, and some of them are even participating. Make no mistake. They know that it's their adult friend hanging around schools. They know that it's their grown son molesting young girls. The people in the community know that. The people in your community know that. And guess what? They turn a blind eye because the reputation of the Black male is more important than anything else. Your community knows that you're being harmed, assaulted, and groomed. But that's the point. They are grooming you to subsidize and to take the abuses from the men in the community without saying a word. They know that if you get pregnant, it is highly likely that you will live in poverty and that you won't be supported. They know that these men and boys do not want families and do not want to be there for their kids, but they want you to keep having them so you can suffer. You have no community in the Black community. Even the movements that are supposed to be centered on girls and women somehow turn into everyone asking, well, what about Black men? It's never about you because there is no community for you in the Black community, unfortunately. Do not be fooled by people promising to love you and take care of you because you are pregnant. They will not be there for you. 3. Now, I know this always ruffles everyone's feathers, but oh well. Guess what, Black girl? Black love is a lie. The only people receiving love when you put Black love on the table are the men, never you. You see, the men have been lying for a very, very, very long time. Guess what? Before Loving versus Virginia even happened, a Black man petitioned to be able to marry a white woman. And guess what they were doing during the March on Washington? They were marching for their right to be with and marry white women. It's never been for you, Black women. They've always preferred and wanted to be with non-Black women. They just marry you and stick with you because they know you'll work the hardest to keep them. You will also tolerate their cheating and their abuse because that's what you were trained to do. It's all in the name of Black love. Don't get pregnant. Number 4. Now this one honestly really kind of hurts because I've seen it play out in real life and it's really awful and damaging. But guess what, Black girl? You cannot afford to get pregnant because you will be forced to carry and give birth as punishment for having sex. Even though the community knows that most of the fathers of the babies of young girls are adult men, it doesn't matter. You're still the one who's going to be on the receiving end of the punishment because you are the one who has to carry the pregnancy. I know quite a few Black parents who have forced their young child, their young daughter, to bring forth a pregnancy to teach them a lesson. Even if there was some sort of assault present, a lot of Black parents will still force you to go through with the pregnancy as punishment for sexual contact. They don't care about your future. They know that having a baby, especially young, can keep you in poverty for the rest of your life. But guess what? They do not care. They want to teach you a lesson. They don't care that they might be damaging your future by not allowing you to terminate or give the child up for adoption or whatever you decide. They do not care. They want to make you suffer. They are not invested in your future. They don't want you to thrive in the future. It is imperative that you don't get pregnant because you might not have people around you who actually want you to thrive and have a good life. You cannot get pregnant. And number 5, you cannot get pregnant because there's a whole world out there waiting for you. Now, the secret that your community has kept from you is that you are adored worldwide. The constantly being called ugly, being told you have no value, being told you're not smart, being told you're unattractive, being told you're only good for one or two things, etc., unfortunately, that usually only strongly exists in your community. It's the men who look like you who will be putting these ideas into your head so that you stay under their thumbs forever. But guess what? It's not true. There's a whole world out there waiting for you to come see and come explore it. And if you get pregnant, you will not be able to do that, especially because we all know you will likely be raising that baby or those babies alone. I know no one has probably encouraged you to think of yourself and your future, but that's literally your only way out. Thinking about saving the community and being a savior to your male counterparts will only drain you and send you to an early grave. Focus on your future, getting some money, and finding people who actually love you for who you are and not just what you do for them. You matter too. You don't have to mule, and it's not your job to save men. Don't get pregnant. All right, ladies, please think about it. Love you and thank you for watching.